In my general area, this isn't like I don't live in a community where this is what I do is heavily accepted.
Same.
So that being one of the things, kind of that pressure from family. I mean, I took a very different route when it came to just life in general. Like right out of high school, I was like, I want to stream.
Sorry, Jesus is coming out of my window right now. Hope you guys don't mind.
Super risky, and it probably wasn't the smartest decision, to be quite honest. But you know, I kind of took that with an insane drive. I didn't think about failure, and I just kind of went for it. I try to make what I have work, and just go with it as much as I can.
That's a nice setup. Ooh! Ooh! Bring it back. Y'all wanna see some good editing? Hold up.
And just go with it as much as I can.
But oh, when the click goes with the click and the sound goes with the illuminating, when the sound sounds like something is being illuminating and visual, you see that something is being illuminated. Craigasm. All right.
Let's go, baby! Good fight, Summit. I like that.
Was that actually Summit?
Oh! No way! What? What?
Aw, Myth looks like even younger in this clip. That's so cute.
No way! That's how you do it, baby.
Does he have his little braces thingies in? That's so
Let's
cute.
go. What are we talking about?
Being with TSM,
It reminds me so much of my brother. Like, Myth doesn't super look like my brother, but he like half looks like my brother. And my brother
just like me being
also had
signed
braces like
under a
anyways,
team.
whatever.
It's more like me fighting crime with my favorite superhero. You know what I mean? So I was definitely like, I was a huge TSM fan. Like back when I used to play
He's
League, because I
told
used
me
to play
that a
League for
lot.
like 4 years. Then I kind of stopped. So I used to follow them competitively. I got into them heavily when they initially recorded their Game Crib series with Snapdragon.
Isn't it cute that like he was such a big TSM fanboy, and then he like, is now on TSM? He's like what, like the biggest TSM name per se. Or at least he was for a while. It's like, guys, chase them dreams, dog.
So that's when I was like super into TSM. Loved the things that they were doing. I loved the
Game
brand. I
Cribs
loved
is
the personalities,
OG.
watching them kind of perform as a team behind the scenes and stuff. And that's what kind of like skyrocketed my views and my love toward TSM as a brand and as an esports team. So I have a funny story that I guess
still
somewhat funny,
dropping
somewhat
frames.
serious story that I guess I could share is
Sup, Myth?
right before.
Wait, stop. Can I just say, Mr. I can't remember the guy who edits these. Frick! I met him once. Mr. Whoever films and edits these, 1, great job. I think it's more than one person. 2, come here. Come here. Psst, psst. I need you to tell me what camera you use here and in the same shot for day, because this camera is blurring, it's perfecting. It just
TwitchCon ?
What? I need this camera, please. 3 to 5 bucks, TwitchCon ? Of course I'm going. I'm one of the TwitchCon ambassadors. Yeehaw!
Myth was
I think it was May or maybe before
Proper
high school
camera?
graduation.
Oh no,
I
those are
basically typed up in my
expensive.
family's group chat that I want to have an intervention or like a meeting, and I never talk in the group chat. So they all knew it was very serious. Like my or maybe before high school graduation, I basically typed up in my family's group chat that I want to have an intervention
Family
or like a
group-
meeting.
I don't have a
And I
family
never
group
talk in the group
chat.
chat. So they all knew it was very serious. Like my family thought like, oh, maybe he.
Are you sure it's a
he
red
did
camera?
something,
Please don't
you
say
know,
that I'm
with
gonna
somebody,
cry.
and he's having a child, and they're letting their mind, you know, take them to dark places of the corners of their mind. But once I got them together, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to college straight off the bat.
And they go, damn, couldn't you have just knocked someone out?
My mom was kind of always pushing me.
Just kidding.
Because I've been streaming for 2 years, so it hasn't been like, and the growth has only been really evident these past 8 months. So toward that time, my mom was like,
I was very, very mean about it. I was constantly arguing with him.
I met his mom in person. She's so sweet, so cute.
To go back to school.
She's a little sassy too, but it's like entertaining. I feel like my mom would kind of be like this if she spoke better English, but she speaks better
Well, he
English than my mom.
Well, right before he graduated high school, I don't know if they told you, that he called an intervention meeting.
Oh, you're welcome,
and it was right after he was accepted to Wayne State, which was the downtown Detroit University. Was so excited, and he told us that he wasn't going to pursue it, and he wanted to pursue gaming, and I went nuts. Like, I almost started crying, started arguing. My kids had to be like, Ma, let him talk, let him hear him out. And I was like, I don't want to hear him out. What is he?
Anyways, back to the point. Yeah, my family decided.
Can I just say, she was like, his siblings had to help and be like, Ma, hear him out. My brother did the same thing with my parents. Granted, my parents didn't freak out as much, but my brother was one of the big, helping hands. He would say no, even like 2-3 years ago when Twitch wasn't even this big, he was like, chill, like what Iman's doing is legit, blah, 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 and he was like trying to explain it to them. And my brother's like the older kids, so like, they listen to him more. So just saying, shout outs to sibling power. And if you guys have siblings, even me and my brother, we fought so much growing up. But looking back, I wish like we became better friends sooner and we just like had each other's backs sooner. So if you're like that with your siblings and you are still growing up, maybe go out of your way to be a little nice and start that good relationship sooner, because you never know what'll happen and it can really come in handy.
2 years, or I put myself on a time limit as well, because you can't just be at a dead plant all of its life and expect it to grow. So I decided to give myself 2 years, and if after those 2 years I can't make it, I can't support myself financially, then I would go back to school. I would be 20. There was a lot of initial backlash from my parents.
See, this is one of the reasons I really like Myth. He's smart, he's good at critical thinking, and this is what streamers mean when we say like follow your dreams or like chase your passions. We don't mean quit everything and YOLO become a hobo and stream out of your little box. No, we mean follow your dreams in a way that's smart. He gave himself 2 years, still living with his parents. If I can't financially support myself after 2 years of giving this a shot, then I'm not gonna do it at all, or like I'm gonna stop at that point. For me, I gave myself 1 full year of taking a gap year, like halfway through my degree in university, and I was like, if by the end of this year I don't see what I do as a legitimate job, then I will go back to school. So you gotta make sure that, of course, you can live throughout that year and like you're good for that time, but always be looking forward and be planning and give yourself, let yourself try things out, but in a reasonable manner and in a manner that makes sense.
From my mom, because she wanted me to succeed in just life in general. She wanted the best for me. And then as Fortnite came popular and my mom was watching me on TV outplay Summit, or watching like my highlight videos.
Outplay
like I remember
Summit.
Waking up one morning, I walk out of my room and I hear like the audio of the video, and I'm like, is this what's happening? Is this real? Is this real life right now?
Aww.
I don't think
I
I
love
was
hearing
ever
about,
worried
like,
about him
the parent
specifically,
side of
just
things.
because
So
of his
cute.
character. Because
Dude,
even
Myth
though he was
drives the
playing
fuck?
games,
That W key. Classic
Thank
10-year-old
you.
YouTube video. Back when YouTube was coming up.
like he knew more than the adults did. You know what I mean? Like
He was smarter than the rest of them.
he was smarter than the rest
I
of them.
meant her. I didn't mean
like
her,
my mom,
though.
but mom, Like, I think she got worried about it
She
for
did.
a
I mean,
minute.
or
You know,
her.
she was like,
Neither
what's he
of
always
them,
doing?
but
I'm
I
like, leave him
met her.
alone. He's doing
She
it
was
at
so
school.
cute.
What do you want him to do? Go out, go do this, that?
Makeup's
He's not
really
in
Yeah,
the
we
nice.
were
streets,
like
you know?
happy he was home.
Yeah.
We were happy he was home.
This is all real exponential. His growth is really crazy, and it's been really surprising.
What are you doing?
Not surprising for Ali. I mean, he's always had that something about
Oh my
him,
God, all
something
his
was
brothers look
always
so
about him
different.
than most of the other kids in the neighborhood.
But
for
it's really cute to
instance.
see like the whole fam supporting him.
Ali
He has
was
a
just,
big ass family.
Yeah, I think he was geared for this.
Whenever I go out and people find out that I'm Myth's brother, they're always like, oh my God, you're Myth's brother? What? No way. First, they don't ever even believe it because we don't really look alike anyway. But
Yeah.
but then it's
That's
like, oh my
cute.
God, how is it to be in the same house as Myth? And it's like, he's my brother. It's the same thing as it was when he was 4.
Aww.
It's been fun. You know, it's fun. It's fun watching him. It's fun being part of it, and definitely we're getting a lot more. You know, who is that guy? You know, but to us, it's been the same thing. It's been, you know, it's just Ali streaming
Yeah,
in his room,
I know he's
you know?
he's adopted
Which has
and
been,
such.
it's been awesome.
I don't know all the details, but either way, it seems he has like a lovely family that really supports him, and that's what's really important. Full blood, partial blood, whatever it is.
I think there will
They're
definitely be
supportive of
times
him.
where I kind of miss coming home and whatnot and seeing all my family.
When was this?
But at the all my family.
When was this?
But at the end of the day, it's something
Oh my God,
that I
day
know
before my
will
birthday.
benefit me and my teammates and just the entire scene in general. TSM, everything involved will be a lot better when it comes to all of us living in the same space. And you know, it's gonna be awesome, like to just be in
Give me
like,
this
in the
flipping
physical space
camera.
of you know, Daquan, Hamlin's Mills, like a bunch of like all these great people. You know, what do you mean? Like, can you imagine?
What do
just
you
walking down,
mean?
you know, going to the living room and seeing Daquan just there, like, what are you meaning? Like, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Dude, there's this like emotional ass music, and he's like, that's amazing. Can you imagine? But all they're talking about is freaking Day going, what do you mean?
So like, hell yeah, I'm ready, and I really want to do it. I think it's gonna be
Slow-mo
it's definitely gonna
motion.
be an
What do you
interesting change.
mean?
I've never
Like-
lived with anybody outside of family.
I think all of us are really happy for him, and we know this is a huge thing, and like he has to do it. There's no question. Like we would all be kicking him out of this house if he was like not sure.
Aww.
But the selfish part of us is like, but we don't want him to go. But we know it's like it needs to be done, like for his career.
I'm sure he's gonna follow his heart and do the right thing. He's always done so in my home. I think he'll do well. And pretty much, I think we'll be there every probably 60 days checking him out on him. It'll be a fun vacation for us anyway. So
My heart.
I know his mother. That's why I know I'll be there every 60 days, I believe, for at least 3-4 days.
I'm gonna make it my life's mission to get better at Fortnite than him, and I'm gonna name myself the Mythbuster. Sisters.
I know my stream title for next stream, boys. The Mythbuster.
As long as I'm living, my babies will be.
Okay.
TSM editor is Slow Mo Guys
You know,
Poggers.
things
Is
are what
that
you
his
make it at the end of the
name?
day, and I could go in there.
And I
being-
think they
being
have like a
bummed and
filming
down
person and
kinda
an editor
depressed and not
guy. Question
be
mark?
able to enjoy it as much, of course, and,
I'm not
and living
100%
in
sure.
a completely new space like LA will allow me to kind of, you know, meet new people, do new things, try different things. And I'm
Try
somebody
new
that's,
things, like every single
that's
store
very,
from Uber
very
Eats.
open with trying a lot of different things, and I feel like that's a perfect place to do it, you know? So definitely a good thing all around.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Sony A7 III.
I've
Right
had
now,
a lot
kinda-
of
the
people,
reason why I wake up every day and grind as hard as I
say
do
different
is because
cameras,
want
but
to
I don't want
improve
recommendations. I want like
to-
confirmation
I
from
wanna be
whoever the heck
best that
filmed
I can
this.
be, and I see things within my own gameplay that a lot of people may not notice or see, that I'm like, okay, that irks me that I do that. That's not efficient. That is not what I should be doing. So those little things that kind of pick and nudge on me all day
Me.
are kind of the reason why I grind and work as hard as I do toward perfecting my play. And-
Chugging
but
dies.
at the end, yeah, at the end
Thanks,
of the day,
setting
I want
Epic
to be
Trio.
the best with my team, of course. And on top of that, being a personality and a brand that I could extend and push out more than Fortnite, if I could, you know, make somebody's
Thanks,
day,
Seven Kohler.
show somebody that, you know, things don't always have to be
And
as
Bear
dark
Boy,
as they
welcome,
may
guys.
seem. Help people work on themselves. Being a positive light for people, I think, is something that influences me heavily. As a final word, I just want to.
Can I just say, you hear like similar things from Myth and Day, really wanting to influence people properly. I mean, be a good influence on people, positive influence on people. But especially Myth, like I was really surprised to see how much he cares about like putting a positive message out there, helping people be more confident in themselves. And it just makes me really happy to see someone who's like, even though he's like mostly gaming, he very much cares about putting that idea out there.
Hey Pokimoki Moki 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 Moki.
You spent $100 to spam Moki. I mean, thank you.
Moki 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 Moki.
Just to, I guess,
Moki
say
Moki
something that's
Moki
kind
Moki
of
Moki
been on
Moki
my
Moki
mind, or
Moki
something
Moki
that I want
Moki
people to know
Moki
about me.
Moki
I'm
Moki
super
Moki
young,
Moki Moki
and with
Moki.
that, I feel like a lot
Moki.
of ignorance and a lot of just a lot of reckless thoughts are attached to youth. And my entire upbringing as a teenager is to kind of go up against the normal ideology that like youth is wasted on the young, and then like wisdom is wasted on the withering. You know, like I kind of want to merge that bridge and be the best influence that I can for young people, or I mean even older people all around. And that's something that I really want to put a lot of emphasis on, and you know, keep believing.
That's nice. I can tell he has put a lot of effort towards being wiser than your average 18, 19-year-old, so